first one. Go through all 7,000 projects today. No, it's not that many. I think I've got maybe 80. That's quite a bit though. All right. This month we celebrate our 20th anniversary of the creation and founding of Candelaria Design. I started this firm in August 1999 with the idea of creating and designing very beautiful homes combined with personal service in such a way as to build a close and lasting connection with our clients. I am proud to say that now 20 years later, we've achieved this vision and continue to foster it forward with my partners and our skilled and passionate team in a way I could not have even imagined 20 years ago. We are excited about the future and where we go from here. Candelaria Design is now a team of 4 partners, myself, Mark Candelaria, along with 3 fellow principals, Vivian Ayala, Meredith Thompson, and Evelyn Jung. We all embrace our vision of inspiring living, and we look forward to the years ahead of creating beautiful homes coupled with inspiring experiences.
Our work encompasses all styles, and our projects are now across the country, from traditional to contemporary. Our goal is to always give our clients the best home they desire, coupled with memorable experiences in creating their dream of living at the highest level.
This memorable experience of creating the home is and has been critical to our success. From the initial design, whereupon we engage our client and the team intimately and directly in these first concepts, all the way through cooking for our clients in their completed home. Every step of the way is celebrated, creating memories that infuse themselves into the spirit of the home.
Inspiring living has become our mantra and way of doing business. Every step, every action, every process is a celebration, and the passion of our team is expressed and shared with our clients.
This vision has transcended from the design of our homes to other aspects of living, travel, and cooking. This year we celebrate 20 years of our Candelaria tours, now including Italy, Spain, and Napa. Our tours, of course, showcase the architecture of each destination, but our real purpose is to share an experience and a way of enjoying living that can be brought back and infused into our homes and our clients' lives. During our tours, we learned how our clients really connected and engaged in our cooking experiences, and so we've brought that element into our creative process of designing the home. From team dinners along the way to final cooking celebrations in the completed home, sharing the preparation and enjoyment of a fabulous meal creates a lasting bond and a memory we all cherish. Thank you for a fabulous 20 years. Thank you to our team, our clients, and our families in supporting all of us along the way in Candelaria style. We look forward to creating your dream for inspired living. I really want to just say thank you, Walter. You made it. Here you are. This is really an emotional night for me, to be honest with you. I thought about this. I've been trying not to let it get to me, but 20 years is a long time. And I remember being at your 20 year, and I remember what happened after that. We won't go into that story. But it's really great to have so many wonderful faces and friends, and obviously all my staff here, but especially some of my clients from the very beginning. Larry, Patrick Murphy, the Millers, I know TJ and Mindy are here somewhere. There they are. Walter's been with me forever, not really a client, but a friend and a best man at a wedding. And of course, the learners. I mean, the stories that I could tell just with the names I just mentioned would take this whole damn night easily. So it's just kind of neat to look back and think that I'm sitting here, you know, in El Chorro, another place that Tim, Vivian, and of course Jeff Kramer, these guys field measured this damn thing, and it was like a total mess. And they measured every inch of this thing, and look what it turned into. It's just amazing. So, you know, then we got Mountain Shadows right across the street, and how many houses we've done, you know, on TJ's old street, we did like 8 houses in a row, and now in his neighborhood, we've probably done 15 houses there, so.
Candelaria Lane.
Candelaria Lane. So, anyway, I just want to thank everybody, especially my mom and dad, obviously. We were talking about this on the way over here, and, you know, my mom was reminiscing when I used to play with my Legos down in the basement. And I'd build little houses, and then we had this big empty field behind our house, and I'd sell the lots to my aunts and uncles and sell them for $1. And, you know, so I've been doing this shit for a long time, guys. This is nothing new. And so, you know, did all that, and then went to high school in Durango and took drafting from my wonderful teacher, and then went to CU in Boulder. Came down here to ASU on spring break, and I was like, what the heck am I doing in Boulder? You've all heard that story a million times. Ended up down here, started working for one of my professors, got married, had to quit school, got a job with him. Luckily, in the middle of the recession, interest rates were 18%. They're what, 1% now or something like that, or something ridiculous? Who would have ever thought that would happen? But started working for him in 1982. By 1987, I was his partner with Brian Cassidy and Kim Billington, and worked with George Christensen for 18 years.
Mark, you forgot the dishwasher part in Calabac.
Oh yeah, well I was a dishwasher at the Calabac Inn. I did that for a while. Then I was a waiter, which was a good story. I was a waiter at the Scottsdale Conference Center, and I used to serve George and Benny Gonzalez. They used to come to the restaurant. And I used to think, God, this guy just spent $1,500 on dinner. That's so freaking cool, you know. I said, God, I want to be like those guys someday, you know. And then later, I was working for George and spending $1,500 with him, you know. So it's funny how life works and how things happen. And you guys know when I get on my staff meetings, I get philosophical, so I'm not going to go too far down that path. But you know, I think it's just amazing what happens if you just keep going. And I know Evelyn, wherever she is, bless her heart. We were talking about this the other day too. I mean, and Bill Miller, you were there. Larry, you were there. Walter, you were there. I mean, 2006, 7, 8, 9. How fun were those years? You know? And I remember I was with Bill on Thanksgiving Eve, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, at a mediation that he was helping me with. And we were there for, I don't know, like 12 hours or some ridiculous thing. I got home like at 6 o'clock at night, and it was just like, it was horrible. I was going through divorce. I was going through stuff like that. And Evelyn and I remember a couple times, and Jeff Kramer, I mean, we were sitting there like, well, payroll's tomorrow, guys. What do you think? Like, I don't know if we're going to make it. I said, well, can you go a week without? Yeah, I can go a week. What about you? Yeah, I can go a week. And we would get down to the last like hour, and all of a sudden a check for $25,000 coming in. Well, we made it! Yeah! Remember that? Oh my God. And then, you know, banks, we were doing a big development with Jerry Colangelo, and, you know, Jerry's way up here in the big sea on this little minnow swimming around trying to swim with Jerry. And that was crazy. But we got through all of that thanks to help with Bill. And Larry, you and I were doing stuff at Gosser, and we got through all of that. And I mean, it's just amazing that any of us are sitting here, to be honest with you. And you guys know. I mean, you guys saw it. It was tough. So it hasn't always been easy, and I always, you know, when it's good like it is now, you know, I remember how good it was in 2006 and 7. I was like, it's never going to end. Well, it'll probably end again. Hopefully it won't end like that one did. But through all that, I met my wonderful wife, Isabel. And, you know, sometimes, and, you know, you guys all know what she's been through the last few years, and I think it's interesting how your life, you go through hell sometimes to get to heaven, you know? And then you appreciate heaven a hell of a lot more. If you go to heaven first, I don't think you appreciate it as much. So when you go through a good swath of hell, then heaven means a hell of a lot more to you. I don't know, hell and heaven go together like the United States. So I'm very lucky. This woman saved my life. I remember when we met, we were both just freaking broke. I mean, we had nothing. I mean, we were, like I said, getting through payroll and trying to make it. And she had just bought Earth and Images. She bought it in what year?
2007.
2007. Like, this is a smoking deal, you know? Boom! It's like, I got this furniture store with all this inventory and no one's buying furniture. I'm just trying to get rid of everything, you know? And so we hook up and we were just having, you know, we're just sitting together having dinner at her apartment, and we'd go to Fresh and Easy and we'd play credit card roulette, man. We was like, okay, try your cards. Maybe yours will work tonight. No, denied. Okay, well, let's try mine. No, we got it. All right, let's go. Dinner at the apartment. And we did that for about 2 or 3 years. And, you know, we made it through all of that. And then, you know, I kind of convinced her, saying, well, forget telling us trying to sell furniture. People walking in and buy a lamp. I mean, you know, she'd taken the downtime to get her interior design degree and said, start doing some design. You know, we'll start working together and selling stuff together. And it took off, and we've been doing great ever since. So we rode the wave up. So this woman, you know, we fell in love when we had nothing. So I know this one's for real. She's my angel on earth, and you know, we've been through a lot this last couple of years, and she has got a clean bill of health today again with all her tests. I mean, you just look at her and you just know that's going to be the result of the test. So we're just very fortunate. You guys have all been there for us through thick and thin. And you know, my young people that have just been with me a year or two, you don't know the whole history, but it's a miracle. You know, it really is a miracle that we're all here and we're all in Chorro. I mean, this is like a dream. It's hard to imagine, to be honest with you. And we got Phyllis and Gil here. I mean, talk about going through hell to get to heaven. These two, TJ and Minnie, they're going through hell and they're going to get to heaven. I mean, that's just life, you know? Anything that's worth something, you got to fight for it, you know? It's not going to just land in your lap. You got to go and get it and, you know, work your butt off. That's how you get there. And I still got a long way to go, but you know, I've learned now, you just go, don't worry about it, go for it. I mean, in the end, who's going to care anyway? So just do it. So, anyway, I want to thank all you guys. We got a little quick video. Well, maybe. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. And then you guys enjoy dinner, and we'll just kind of go from there. Thank you all for being here tonight.
Thank you, Mark.
It's fantastic. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate this. 20 years, I mean, that's really rare for an architecture firm to say. And not only that, not only have we survived for 20 years, we're growing. And we're doing our office expansion, and you're videoing me, so that's great. No pressure. Yeah, so it's truly something special. Before I forget, I want to say thank you to Janice.
Yes.
Who coordinated this entire event with the florals, and I mean, you're just a rock star. So don't cry, don't cry. Okay, so here we go. Here's the tough part. I'm not gonna cry. Everybody lock it up. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna read this because I don't want to cry. So, 15 years ago, a man once said to me, "Everyone's entitled to a dream, and it's our job to turn that into a reality." Damn it. Little did I know that man would just change my world. And, you know, Mark, you didn't just create an architecture firm. You created a family. And, you know, honestly, when we all go to work every day, I know it's stressful, and I know we're always busy, but it's something special. And honestly, the people here, I mean, that's what makes us special. So anyway, I'm moving on. Oh, thank God we're wrapping up. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm just an emotional creature. So everybody raise a glass. Cheers not only to our team, but honestly to a man who had a vision.
Cheers.
To a man who had a heart, and to someone that we can just really call our dear friend.
Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
Mark.
Thank you. Thank you.
If anybody else wants to say something, that would be great.
So I've been working with Mark for 6 years now, but it was an instant connection. I moved from San Francisco, and the first time I met Mark, I knew that this is the direction I wanted to go. And I'm thankful, so thankful for that opportunity, not only to work with Mark, but also to be introduced to everybody here in this room. I mean, the partnership with Vivian and Evelyn is, beyond, it's beyond special. And I know that I'm working with some of the strongest women I've ever worked with. And then also the clients that I've gotten to work with and the homes and projects. I really feel like my career as an architect started when I met with Mark. So I'm looking forward to the next 20 years and seeing where this grows, and just so thankful for everybody here and excited. So thanks, Mark.
Already, so I don't know what I can say. I thank everyone. I'm so proud of my son. He did so much for so many people, and you have all been so supportive. I love you all, and I thank you all, and I hope you will all have success for another 20 years and beyond.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Murphy. I said to Mark one time back in the mid-90s, Mark, I've got a little bit of a dream. I'd like to build a log cabin at some point in time. And I said, I don't know where it's going to be. And I said, I don't know how it should be designed.
And I was still at CCBG.
And Mark was with George Christensen at that point in time, and I mentioned that to him. And we were fortunate enough to find a couple of very nice lots in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And I brought Mark up and I said, well, what do you think? And Mark kind of gave a plan. And I think at one point in time we had a ladder that was about 16 feet long. And he said, this is going to be your living room, or this is going to be your kitchen. And I said, oh my God, how do you know that? I said, there's no way that this could be our kitchen that's 18 feet high and looking over this lake. And he said, you just watch. My dear wife Barb said at that point in time, look, I just wanted a little cabin in the woods. You and your architect really got out of control. And from that took us up to Canada, where the log cabin, very large logs, 21-inch logs, were built. And we went up to see, and we were invited as guests. And the owner of the log company also owned a winery. And the cabin, or at least the guest house, is here, and the clouds were below it. And Mark made, and he meant to some German people, this is what I'm going to build. They couldn't believe it. And so it became a reality after about 3 years. And naturally, Mark and I were best of friends before all of this started. And we're just absolute best of friends, and my kids are part of it. My son Sean is over there with his roommate from the University of Arizona, Matt Grove, who's now an architect with Mark Candelaria, and the story is just beginning.
Yep.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
For making a dream come true.
Thank you. Look at that guy right there.
Mark, I don't want to talk about your architecture. architecture, I want to talk about your friendship. You've been a friend of mine for many, many years. And
When I had hair as long as yours.
when we met, we were both kids.
Yeah.
You were working for Christensen Miller at 24th Street in Campbell. And you took a liking to me. You took me to Bill Gosney, Kathy Hayes, the original team, and turned into just incredible friendship. We've been lifelong friends. Couple weddings. 3 trips to Italy, 1 trip to Spain, and it just keeps going and going. Mark, you've been a wonderful, wonderful friend, and that's more valuable to me than anything.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers to you,
Mark.
brother. Come on, Larry. You gotta say a few things. You gotta give us some Larryisms.
Larry.
Yeah. Okay, I've known Mark since Enchantment. We had some great times up there when we were building that, and we continue to be friends for all these years. And you're the greatest and the most brilliant architect I've ever met.
Thank you. Anybody else? Phyllis. It's gotta be Phyllis.
I don't know how to thank Mark for making our dream come true. And I just have to say, Gil says at minimum 5 times a week, I can't believe I'm living here. This is the most beautiful home I can imagine. And I don't know why I travel anywhere, because there's no place in the world as nice as our home. And that's the truth. And that's all thanks to Mark and Vivian. Can't leave Vivian out. Vivian knows every inch of that house better than I do. So what a team, what a company, and what a friend.
Thank you.
We love you.
We love you too. Beautiful. Thank you. Come on, Kramer. You gotta do something. The cooler. No, we can't see it, Jeff.
Yeah, stand up, Kramer. Well, being that he just gave the microphone to the cooler, this is probably the end of the evening. We thank you all very much for coming. But you know, Mark, all of us owe you so much, and we're so appreciative. And tonight I'm sitting across the table from Vivian, and it reminded me of 18 years ago now, 19 years.
Yeah.
When I first started at our office over on 12th Street, Vivian and I sat across from each other with a divider about as high as Janice's flowers in the middle of the table. And you know, we grew together, we learned a lot, and you taught us all a great deal. And it's been a wonderful ride for all of us, and we're very appreciative. And what I'm also very grateful for is to look around the room tonight and see so many people that I worked with over the years grow to be such an integral part of your firm. And I'm very grateful for each and every one of you that I've had a chance and the pleasure to work with, and yes, even Tim raising his hand. I'm especially grateful for Tim because he is the one that measured the kitchen at El Chorro, a place that most people feared to tread at the time. including a trap door that went to nowhere underground. That even though it was 110 in June, there still wasn't a lot of people willing to go underground at El Chorro. So, Tim, I shall be forever appreciative of that. Congratulations to you, Mark, and congratulations to Candelaria Design for 20 great years, and here's to many more. Thank you.
Well, oh my God. Okay, so everybody can see me because I'm so short. Well, I started back in, it's gonna be 19 years. It has been 19 years. Great experience. I only have great things to say about Mark. And I mean, we were like, what, 4 people back then?
Yeah.
Well,
Very-
yes, I was the 5th hired. So
You're the
we were
5th
4,
hired?
and then-
Okay,
yeah,
4.
I was the token male to add.
I was 4, yeah. And then the woman in the office started growing. Like a lot of people, Lisa joined.
And then they all got
Margaret,
pregnant.
And everybody got pregnant at the same time. That's okay, we all came back. So Lisa is right there. We all came back, and so anyway, thank you so much for all the opportunities that you give us, and you give us our opportunity every single day to grow. I appreciate and I love all the staff and everybody here. Obviously, my clients in here, TJ in there, which we have a couple of houses in the mix, and I think every day is a blessing, and we appreciate everything that you do for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Give it to TJ.
I
I love you too.
TJ.
It's your turn, my friend.
Okay.
Well, I've planned nothing because I didn't even know there was going to be a mic being handed around. But I was talking with my wife earlier, who had to leave to pick up the kids, and we first started with Mark back when my wife was pregnant with our first one, and our oldest is now 15 and a half. She's at soccer practice right now. But I remember when we first moved to Arizona, my family had been out here since '89, and I moved back here with my wife at the very end of 2002, and we were looking for a house, and my mom, about 6 months in, said, I found the perfect house for you. We've been looking for some time, and we found this house, and it was basically a time capsule from 1974, 72. Had all the original iridescent wallpaper and powder blue carpet. And
That's right.
I said to my mom, I said, what am I supposed to do with this? And she said, well, I've heard from a friend there's this great architect, and you've got to have a vision. That's what you got to just trust this vision. Just trust me on this. And I said, okay. So about a week later, Mark came into the kitchen, the powder blue linoleum floor, and
remember that.
every 70s misstep that was ever made. And he sat down and proceeded to, share his vision, and it was phenomenal. And I was all in. And it was funny because this was back 2003, and I had no idea what he was doing. And he said, I got the perfect guy for you. Mindy was just reminding me today, and I said, great. So we dove in, and he had just moved from California and didn't know any of the codes. So we worked for a good 6 to 9 months, and then found out that we lost all of our grandfathering, so the whole project was wrong. And Mark said to me, don't worry, I've got it covered. And Mark did, and he and his team came through, made it a phenomenal house. We loved it. Worked with Mark pretty much consistently since 2003. Did the original build, did a remodel, and now we're doing our real house. The first one was a practice run, so now we got it. But I've absolutely loved it, and Mindy has said that I've been a frustrated architect, and had I not been working with Mark and Vivian on this project all along, I don't think I would have enjoyed it half as much. I think it becomes a little bit of a project when you're doing it with someone who isn't as supremely talented as Mark, Vivian, and the others here at Candelaria, but it becomes a passion when you're doing it and really just injecting your personality, your family, your vision, and your dreams in it. So thank you to everybody here, Mark and Vivian especially. You guys have been phenomenal friends and mentors and guides along the way. We are sincerely appreciative of everything. And thank you to everybody here, because I think everybody here has done something in my team.
Absolutely.
So all of you are involved. So thank you very much, everybody.
Forever, because it's very, very special. So work hard. Let's keep going. We'll see where we are 20 years from now. Who knows, I'll be almost 80. And look at this guy right here. How old are you, Dad?
84 and a half.
84, so, see? It is possible. It is possible. We could be right back in this room 20 years from now. So that's my goal. And
I hope so.
I hope we're all here. We were talking about tonight. I was, Dad, you'll only be 104. You can do it. So So anyway, let's go for it. Let's enjoy life. Let's work hard. Let's do the things that we heard from our clients tonight. That's what it's all about. I mean, this is not our job. You guys know that. You wouldn't do this if it was your job. This is your life, okay? And we spend more time with each other every day than we do with our own families. So it's like, you know what? This is our life. Let's do it. Let's make it the best we can make it. And it's starting to sound like a staff meeting to me, I know. But, you know, that's what it's about. Yeah. This is the best group I've ever had, right, Tim? But now you're beginning to believe that, aren't you? Yeah, see? So you guys have heard all these lines, and you're going to hopefully hear them for another 20 more. So thank you very much. Amen, baby. Let's go for it, okay?